Hey guys, thanks for stopping back by. So tonight I wanted to show you guys something cool. This is the alien from the X-Files Fight the Future movie that came out in 1998. So the X-Files TV show started in 1993, and I instantly fell in love with it. 5 years in, and they made a movie. Well, in the movie, they actually came out and, sort of definitively showed you an alien after 5 years of being a cock tease to us. They finally showed us an alien. I know, Thor. Can you believe it? They finally showed us an alien. Even if it was in quick cuts. At least they were there. This is a really cool model. Or a maquette, sorry. So it's a statue. Put out by a company called Real Images. It is really, really cool. After my divorce, what Thor and I like to call the dark times, I sold off most of my statues. And in fact, I think this is the only statue I have left. But they were going to pry this thing from my cold, dead hands because I really, really like this alien. He stands 15 inches tall. He's a big boy. And it's very cool. Let's show you guys some of the detail of this alien. So they've got these three-toed, clawed feet. And those sort of bent back dog legs. Three fingers and a thumb. And a really cool face. Now, McFarlane Toys made a line of X-Files action figures to coincide with the movie's release, the X-Files Fight the Future movie, which came out, like I said, in 98. I will be showing you guys those figures, not in this video, but in another one. And I bought a lot of the action figures of this guy. So these aliens, they sort of look like your typical, what's described as a gray alien, even though these are green, like little green men. But they've got sort of two looks to them. This is the sort of calm face. And it would have been cool if it would have come with two different portraits, two different head sculpts, maybe held on by magnets, and you could pop this one off and pop the other one back on. But they did not do that. So basically the second look that these aliens have is when they get angry, when they go ape shit and they get all feral looking, they basically open up their mouths, and their mouths are full of these long razor sharp teeth, and those fingers of theirs get these really nasty long like claws on the ends of their fingers to match their cute little toes. So yeah, they've got these giant daggers for fucking teeth and these crazy killer claws. And they show that in the movie. The aliens wake up not too happy, and they go chasing Mulder with claws and teeth bared. Look very, very cool. In the very beginning of the movie, they fuck up a caveman. Not actually, two cavemen. They kill two cavemen while in that sort of bestial mode. The cavemen are tracking one of these aliens who have been on Earth since prehistoric times. And when the cavemen corner the beast and start fighting it with their spears and stone daggers, the alien whips out its claws and teeth and starts going crazy like a green Tasmanian devil. And it's pretty cool. But in typical X-Files fashion, it's shown in quick cuts. They never, in the X-Files, they hardly ever really linger on the monsters long enough for you to get a super decent look. Unless you're talking like the Fluke Man, the giant leech monster. Thank God the camera lingered on him long enough. That leech monster, the Fluke Man, is a gorgeous looking practical suit and makeup appliance creature. There is some lovely behind the scenes stuff on YouTube for these aliens. Sort of like test footage of them testing out the suit, and you get a good eyeful of them there. But in typical X-Files fashion, to get a good decent look at them, you had to get this statue and the McFarlane action figures, just so you could hold them in your hand long enough and go, oh, that's what the hell they looked like. I own the entire X-Files series on Blu-ray and the movies. And yeah, with Blu-ray you can actually get good, decent views of the creatures and the aliens. But that did used to frustrate me when the series was on the air. Was, God damn it, I just want to see the monsters. Come on. But that was part of the X-Files charm, is they would show you just enough of what you needed to see. I don't know if that was really a stylistic choice or if that was a budget choice. It was probably a combination of the two. But, it gave the show sort of its little, charm. And so when you did get to see something, you were like, oh, look at that, before it was gone. Anyway, back to these aliens. I think they're super cool looking. And yes, I would have loved had they had more screen time. I would have liked to have seen them walking around and, trying to kill Mulder. They are in the film, just not enough to my liking, but that's because I'm a monster kid and I can't get enough of the creatures in films. So that's just probably my hang up. But I do like that movie, the first movie. The second movie is just it's all right, but the first movie is good. The first movie actually ties into the series, where you watch like seasons 1 through 5, and then you go to the movies to see what happened, and then when you come back for season 6, the events of the movie played right into the series, which was cool. I know that David Duchovny and Gillian Anderson are both gone on to other things, but they will always be Scully and Mulder to me. Same thing as William Shatner and Leonard Nimoy. They both went on to do other cool stuff, but they'll always be Captain Kirk and Mr. Spock. It's that sort of a thing. Anyway, this is his box. I actually do have this thing's box. It's hard to collect a statue and not keep the box because, it's a statue. It's going to break if you don't put it back in its box when you're not displaying it. It's got a great big box. There's the good-looking couple / partners. Do any of you guys own this statue, or are you guys fans of the X-Files? I still love the X-Files. I think the series sort of jumped the shark when Mulder left. It was kind of the death knell for that show. You can't really have a show without its main character. And I stopped really giving a fuck when Mulder left the show. But then when he came back for the finale, I sort of circled back and, got excited. But it was never the same after he left. I think all shows that go too long, they suffer that same thing. The best example of that is The Walking Dead. That show should have ended about 10 years ago. But yeah, I don't think you can have The Walking Dead without Rick. But John, he has his own spin-off show now. Fuck all that bullshit. All that whole Walking Dead with their 6 or 7 different shows all running simultaneously. That's such a cash grab. That's such a bloated Roman excess. I have no desire in it. That show died for me years ago. But yeah, Star Wars without Luke Skywalker, Star Trek without Kirk, X-Files without Mulder, Walking Dead without Rick. Once you take away that main character that everybody loves, that was actually the show, it kind of kills it. At least for me it does. Anyway, guys, that's me going on and on. And a very cool looking alien. Like I said, I will get out those McFarlane action figures and show those off to you guys. There are some very cool, more expensive 1/6 scaled X-Files figures put out by 3-0, but I do not own those. I pretty much stopped collecting 1/6 scaled figures once they started being $250 to $350 collectibles. It's just kind of crazy the prices that Hot Toys and 3-0 1/6 figures go for nowadays. So I kind of dipped out of that and got into the 1/12 scale collectibles pretty heavily. But anyway, I hope you guys like taking a look at this bitchin' alien. Let me know if you guys like him. what you guys think of the X-Files, if you guys saw the movie. And if any of you guys have this super cool 15-inch tall polystone alien maquette. All right, guys, I'll talk to you soon. Happy Halloween, and remember, I want to believe.